Yo, what is happening? My name is Apton and welcome back to a brand new video. And guys, today Defaultio has added two brand new items to Lumber Tycoon 2. The first one being the Crimson Bag of Candy, which you can pick up from the back of What Are Us right here for 2,040 lumber bucks. So let's go ahead and buy a couple. And as you guys can see, if we go ahead and open one of these, you guys can see that we have some new candy bars, which is super exciting. So let's see. We got Whittles, which is obviously a knockoff of Skittles. Over here we just have a plain gray one. I don't know if that's a bug, but yeah, that doesn't seem right. Yeah, I think this one's just a glitched one. Oh, I just got another gray one. So let's go ahead and see if we can eat this. Anything special about it? Nope, it's just a bugged one. So we have a pure gray candy bar, which is pretty strange. In case you're interested, here are all of the candy bars this year. There isn't the gray one because I was not expecting that to be included. I think Defaultio just messed up on that. I don't know if it's going to remain in the game. But yeah, guys, you can see on the top right, there's this red candy bar that is not labeled. And this is much like the pink or the blue or the gold candy bars, all of the candy bars that we've had in the past that are just unlabeled, which are actually super rare. I believe it is a 1 in 1,000 chance. That's approximate, by the way. I think it's 1 in 1,000 chance that any of the candy bars will be a rare candy bar, and in this bag it is a red candy bar. In previous years it's been pink or gold or whatever, but yeah, that's approximately 250 candy bags on average that you'd have to open in order to get it. Now I did get one earlier. As always, if you eat it, as you guys can see, you get this cool little effect right here. It kind of looks like blood, to be honest, which is probably not healthy, but yeah, anyways, let's go ahead and see what else we got. The next item we can find in Bob's Shack. So I'm just gonna go ahead and lower the bridge, which of course you can do for 100 lumber bucks unless you have the game pass. And once it lowers fully, you guys can go ahead and make your way over to Bob's Shack. So right back here, you guys can start to see Bob's Shack over there, and you should be able to kind of see that there is a new item on the limited stock shelf. So let's get over to Bob's Shack, and so I can show you over here. As you guys can see, we got some new pumpkins. Oh my gosh, I can't go in first person with this effect on my head. Let's go ahead and buy some of these. These are looking super awesome. They look kind of different on the picture than when you open them. As you guys can see, they're like super plasticky on the image, but if you go ahead and buy them for 500 lumber bucks each, you guys can see that there's a little bit more texture to them, and I think this is different. But yeah, as you guys can see, they also vary in size. So let's go ahead and open this, and as you guys can see, these two are completely different sizes, which is actually a super cool mechanic. That means that there's going to be really big pumpkins, and I think that the bigger the pumpkin is, the rarer it is. So yeah, that's not entirely confirmed, but from what I've observed, they tend to be around about this size, and then it's pretty rare to find a really small one, and it's pretty rare to find a really big one. So the bigger you can get it, or the smaller you can get it, the rarer, I believe. So yeah, guys, I can just imagine people are going to be comparing pumpkin sizes, which is going to be super hilarious. But yeah, let's go ahead and buy a few more and see if we can get a small one real quick. Okay, these ones are fairly small. I did earlier go ahead and buy a few and tried to get the biggest and the smallest. So yeah, let's go ahead back to my base to show you those. Also, another thing that I just wanted to add is that this actually has the exact same name as the original pumpkin. I don't know if that's going to cause a bunch of confusion. Defaultio might want to fix that. So as you guys can see, I have some pretty small ones. This one's like below my arm, and then this one's getting up to my shoulder. So I don't know if these are the biggest and the smallest. I'm sure they get bigger than this, but it gets exponentially rarer from what I've observed to get a really big one. So yeah, guys, Make sure you're trying to get a really big one. I really want to see the biggest pumpkin that you can get. But yeah, these are the biggest and smallest ones that I have gotten. I think I spent like maybe 15 minutes trying to get a big and small one. So yeah, see if you guys can get some that are even bigger than this. I'm super excited to see that. I don't know if this means that Lumber Tycoon is not going to be involved with the Haunt event, because I did see it rumored that games are not allowed to make any spooky items until the Haunt is out. But these aren't that spooky actually. Like, a pumpkin isn't that spooky. And by the way, make sure you check the labels on all of these candies, because there are some pretty cool Easter eggs that me and Electro threw in these. By the way, guys, me and Electro did create this candy bag, so that was our submission, and it did make it into the game, which is super, super exciting. I also made the texture for the pumpkin, but I didn't make the pumpkin. That was modeled by someone else. Also, guys, something that's kind of strange is that the dragger rotation has increased in speed. So as you guys can see, if I try rotating this is way faster than it was before. I have a video of how fast it was before, and you guys can see that it's way faster, especially with bigger items. It just seems way, way faster. I'm not sure why this was added. Maybe it's something to do with the hunt or the haunt event, because maybe Defaultio was trying to make things a little bit faster for new players, but it seems a little bit too fast for comfort, especially with things like long planking. That's probably going to make it really hard to long plank, but we'll have to see if this is going to remain in the game. As always, make sure that you're stocking up on these items, because they could very well go off sale after the 31st of October. So yeah, make sure that you're getting as many as you can before they become off sale, because you probably won't ever be able to get them after they go off sale, and they're going to go way up in price. So you're going to want to make sure that you're getting a bunch of them so you can profit off of them by selling them to other players after the event ends. As always, the fastest way to stock up on these bags of candy is to get a small truck into Wood R Us and just fill it with items. Now, this doesn't always work on every single server, but if you can find a server where it will work, this is going to speed up your stocking up time a whole lot. So make sure that you're doing this if you can, and make sure you're trying to get that super rare crimson candy bar and the biggest pumpkin that you can, because those are probably going to be super valuable, especially right now, because everyone's going to be looking for them. Now, from what I can gather, Defaultio did shut down all servers for this update, so he didn't do a timed release like I was predicting he would. Usually he does, so it was pretty strange to have this, but I think it's just been so long, it's so late in the month, that he just wanted to get the update out, so that's probably why he shut down all the servers. But anyways, that is going to be it for all that I know that has changed in this update. There could be more that I'm not aware of, but it's too early to tell, so there could be something that is completely game changing in this update, or there could just be absolutely nothing. It's probably just nothing, but like I said, there is still the potential of Lumber Tycoon being involved in the Haunt event. I'm crossing my fingers, guys, but I don't know if the fact that items came out today is going to completely ruin that theory. I guess we'll just have to wait and see. But yeah, that's pretty much it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and make sure to leave your speculation in the comments. But yeah, I'll see you in the next video once it's out. See ya!